So these two shlokas, 2.31 and 3.2 are connected, and as it is indicated here, it's the early onset of discussion between Lord Krishna and um, Arjuna. So, so Prabhupada here explains first the Swadharmam. So Swadharmam means Swa means own and Dharma means occupation. So Swadharma means one's own occupation, and as per the Vedic civilization, in the beginning when Vedas practice knowledge was well known to people, um, the Vedic civilization was being practiced and flourishing. So everyone was aware of this, and everyone has his own Swadharma. So dharma, Prabhupada explains, is something which you cannot give up. That is the meaning. So because as a human, we have got this human body, and we know, and then it is actually the soul which has this body. So it's a combination. So there are two things, two different things here. There is a material body and spirit soul. So here, in that case, in that concept of life, Swadharma means the occupation. Swadharma actually means the occupation of the soul in real, because in the material condition, we do not understand whether I'm this body or soul. Their bodies, people actually, not everyone, but um, understands this thing. So the people, that the body is just a dress. It is the outward external covering. There is a gross covering made of five gross elements, Panch Mahabhuta, and subtle covering of subtle elements, mind, intelligence, and ego. And beyond this, and the core is actually the in the core of the heart is actually the soul and the super soul. So as long as one is in the bodily concept of life, one has got different occupational duties according to the concept of that body. So this is how the nature is being conducted. We know that the three modes of material nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance, and this is how the material world goes on. Um, so so people have, according to one's nature, whatever is prominent, dominant, goodness, passion, or ignorance, whichever it is, they have their occupational duty. Um, and on high level quality is goodness, then you have in between passion, and then there is ignorance. So that is how it is. Um, so human society, Prabhupada explains that it must be divided into four parts. That is four divisions: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. Um, whether we like it or not, whether we know it or not, we will have people falling into one of these four categories. Um, and Prabhupada explains that as the material civilization has progressed so much, people are unaware of this thing, this division, or the modes of nature. They are just living whimsically, um, more or less. It's more like a animal kind of life, because eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, and not bother about spiritually uplifting ourselves. So people have mostly degraded to a low level, like Shudrical practices. So that is how it is. Um, so there is Brahmana division, Kshatriya division, Vaishya division, and Shudra division. All four divisions are required. When we say Kshatriya, as is the case with Arjuna, he's a Kshatriya, a ruler, a royal from the royal family. So, um, so Kshatriya's role, that is government, is to take care of administration. It's a governing division, and it's actually a very difficult task. Um, so they have a very important duty and a specific duty, and that is to ensure that the Brahmana is actually following his duty, Kshatriyas are following their duty, Vaishyas are following their duty, and Shudras are following their duty. Um, so Kshatriyas or king's role or government's duty is to see that such and such practice is going on. And so if somebody claims to be a Brahmana, then he should be living life of a Brahmana. And if somebody says he's a Kshatriya, and that should be what is he should be practicing. And similarly, Vaishya, mercantile class, and Shudra, the service class. So they have to follow their own according to their own nature, and the ruler or Kshatriya government has to ensure that this is being practiced. Otherwise, there'll be problem. That's what Prabhupada explains. So, if Brahmana claims that he's a Brahmana and he has to, the Brahmana's quality is to be very cleansed and live a very simple life and not become like a Kshatriya or a Vaishya or a Shudra, they should not imitate that. Similarly, for other classes also, they should practice their own uh, according to their own principles. So, Kshatriya needs to check that so it's such is being practiced. So Brahmana says that Brahmana is actually intelligent class, and the Brahmanas, if somebody says he's a Brahmana, he should not be bluffing people. And so same with the other three classes also, they should not be cheating people. Um, so Kshatriya needs to check that. So such and such is being practiced in the kingdom or the administration. Um, so Yeah. So if not, and Kshatriya says that he tries to ensure that it is being practiced, and then the other people who are not practicing, they will get angry. So Kshatriya at that time has to punish them. He has the right to get angry, and he can challenge and make things in order. So Kshatriya cannot be non-violent. It is not possible. So otherwise there will be mayhem. So. So violence is also required to keep the social system strictly in order. Um, it's just like government has its police department and military department that is required to keep the society in order. So Krishna here says that you are a Kshatriya, your duty is to fight. The fight is actually arranged by me in the battlefield of Kurukshetra because it is sanctioned by me. It is Dharma Yudh because here Bhagwan himself is ordering that. So it is a religious fight. So he has to strictly follow because Bhagwan himself is telling. So that is being pointed out here. Um, so these four principles are required in the society. That is how it is. So Brahmanas, they have to be well versed in scriptures, good scholars, and well versed with Vedic literature, and they must preach and teach and make others also Brahmana. The Brahmana will teach to others to uplift them to practice Brahminical um, qualities. He has to because he has the education, he can teach others. So it has to be um, by quality and work. So it's not that made by birth, somebody is made Brahmana by birth. No, it is by quality and work, by his nature and his what kind of work he practices, what he likes. So that is how it is. So Swadharma means as long as one is the bodily concept of life, that is how it is. So these four principles have to be there, four divisions, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. That is Swadharma. So Arjuna belonged to the Kshatriya, so his Swadharma is his occupational duty is to fight. So Prabhupada also explains that the real Swadharma is spiritual Swadharma. So in the spiritual, so we when we go deep, then we understand that I am not this body, I am the soul. That is the real Swadharma. And at that time, when one has elevated himself, when he has progressed, he has achieved perfection. So he understands that he is not the body, he is the soul. Then he engages himself in the service of the Lord. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains in Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Jivera Surupahaya Nitya Krishna Dasa. And the Jiva's Surupa, the Jivatma, Surupa is that he is eternally servant of Krishna. And then that is spiritual Swadharma. So there is material Swadharma, which we just mentioned, four classes, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and there is spiritual Swadharma. So Swadharma changes as soon as one is elevated to the spiritual platform. So this is how it is. Um, so that is the role of the Kshatriya. So Krishna is trying to put Arjuna in the dilemma when he says this way or that way you must have to fight. If you think that you are not in the bodily concept of life, then it is my order. You must fight. And if you think that you are in the bodily concept of life, then you are again because you are a Kshatriya, you have to fight. That is your dharma. Whether in bodily concept of life or spiritual concept of life, you have to follow me. You have to follow my orders. Both way we have to fight. So this is how it is. And um, so in Kali Yuga, um, Kali Yuga, Yuga Sadharma is um, chanting of the holy name of the Lord, and because other practices are very difficult, other systems are very difficult to practice that of the previous yugas. So, as mentioned, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has also emphasized. It's mentioned in Brihad Naradiya Purana also. Hare Nama, Hare Nameva Kevalam Kalau Nasti Eva Nasti Eva Nasti Eva Gatir Anyatha. So you have to take to this process of chanting of Hare Krishna mantra, and then we will be purified of this bodily concept of life. Whatever dust we have accumulated will be purified, and when you can um, practice our spiritual swadharma, that is, we are eternally servant of the Lord, and then we have to serve Lord Krishna, and then we follow the rules and regulation. Um, that is how it is. Then we can transcend ourselves from the four principles of sinful life, and what we have to avoid while we are doing this, once we realize this, that four principles of the sinful life, you know, and then we can chant Hare Krishna. So, so that way we can be purified, and finally we can uplift ourselves and go back home, back to God eternally in our spiritual uh, form. Um, yeah. So okay. So it's 7. I think we can switch to the other part. Is that right, Prabhuji? Prabhuji is not there. Okay.
Sorry, Prabhu, just asking if we can go on to 7:15 and usually then we carry on. If
Oh,
your lecture is
oh,
over, then it's a different thing.
oh, okay. I thought from
No,
7
no,
to
7:15 and then we half an hour to
Acha.
students.
Okay, okay, okay. So 7:15 we have that story and song. Is that right?
Actually, Mataji, as per the schedule, we gave 6:45 to 7, Mataji.
Okay, okay.
I
All.
mean, 15 minutes we said, but yeah, up to you. Yeah. Okay, fine.
No, I think then we are done. We have given the message. So, so
Because
we.
Mataji, the thing is, we are doing this one, no? Purushottam program. It will get
Purushottam.
delayed, and 8 o'clock we have Bhagavatam class, no? Tulsi Arti
Yeah.
also.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji. So, so how is it that story or the song?
Next, if you're done, Prabhuji, next one is this one, bhajan, bhajan. So, bhajan. Afterwards, 15 chapter reading, okay, recitation.
Okay,
That
okay.
is
Yes, yes.
Krishna
Yes, yes.
Katha.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay, after that, Govardhan mantra, and then
Yes.
after that, Tulsi Arti.
All
And then
right.
finish.
All. Okay, Prabhuji. So we have that bhajan. So should I share it on the screen? How is it? Okay. So today's song is, I'll just share. So the song is Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite, right?
Right, Prabhuji, right.
Yeah. So, is this open to the audience? I mean, the attendees to sing? Is there anybody who would like to sing this?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I'll try.
Yeah. Okay, Mataji.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Yeah.
Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Shri Rupa Goswami. Jai Radhe, Jaya Jaya Ma Daite. O Radhe, Jaya Jaya Ma Daite. Gokul Tari Mandala Mahite Gokul Tari मण्डलमहिते राधे जय जय माधव दयिते दामोदर रति वरदन वेसे हरिनिष्ठुक वृन्दाविपिनेशे दामोदर रति वरदन वेसे हरिनिष्ठुक वृन्दाविपिनेशे राधे जय जय माधव देते ओ राधे जय जय माधव दैते वृषभानुदति नव शशिलेके ललिता सखी गुण रमति विशाखे वृषभानुदति नव शशिलेके ललिता सखी गुण रमति विशाखे राधे जय जय माधव दैते ओ राधे जय जय माधव दैते करुणां पुरुमयि करुणा बहीते सनक सनातन वरनित चरिते करुणां पुरुमयि करुणा बहीते सनक सनातन वरनित चरिते राधे जय जय माधव दैते ओ राधे जय जय माधव दैते गोकुल तारुणी मंडल महिते तारुणी मंडल महिते राधे जय जय माधव दैते ओ राधे जय जय माधव दैते हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरि ओम तत्सत। राधा माधव की जय, श्रीला रूपा गोस्वामी जी की जय, श्रीलाल प्रभुपाद जी की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय, गुरु गोविंद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव जन की जय। जय टू ऑल द डिवोटीज कन्वर्टेड। हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. So, anybody wants to read the translation of this song?
May I, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you.
Translation. O Radha, O beloved of Madhava, O you who are worshipped by all the young girls of Gokula, all glories unto you, all glories unto you. You who dress yourself in such a way as to increase Lord Damodara's love and attachment for you, O Queen of Vrindavana, which is the pleasure of grove of Lord Hari, O new moon that has arisen from the ocean of King Vrishabhanu, O friend of Lalita, O you who make Vishakha loyal to you due to your wonderful qualities of friendliness, kindness, and faithfulness to Krishna. O you who are filled with compassion, O you whose divine characteristics are described by the great sages Sanaka and Sanatana. O Radha, please be merciful to me. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you very much. So, this is from Srila Rupa Goswami, from his book Stavamala. Many other songs are there. So, we are always dependent on mercy of Radha and Krishna to make spiritual progress, and of course, Guru and devotees, Vaishnavas. So here we are glorifying the qualities of Srimati Radharani, and in doing so, we are actually asking for her mercy. Um, and this is not something, um, any mundaner um, a song from somebody who's not a practitioner of spiritual Krishna consciousness. This is actually coming from Srila Rupa and Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, and like that, other practitioners, all the Goswamis who appeared along with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they're actually the eternal um, associates of Bhagwan and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where they are as Goswamis when they come, and also as Manjaris or Sakhis of Srimati Radharani in Vrindavan. So this is to guide us. So this is a very pure song to help us progress. So thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, everyone. So let's move to next one. Uh, Sri Hari Prabhu?
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
15th chapter, Bhagavad Gita.
Okay.
Recitation.
Achha, so I'll share it online. How is it?
Yes, Prabhuji. You can share database with shlokas.
Okay, only shlokas. Okay. 1 second.
Then two devotees, one devotee will read two verses.
Sure, Prabhuji. Okay. So, chapter 15. The Yoga of the Supreme. Okay. So anybody would like to start?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay. Please carry on then. Yeah.
श्रीभगवानुवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमदशाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययं छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवेत् टेक्स्ट् 2 अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखा गुणा प्रवृद्धा विषया प्रवालाः अधश्च मूल्यम् अनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके हरे कृष्ण
न रूपम् अस्येह तदोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादित् न सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यत प्रवृत्ति प्रसुता पुराणी हरे कृष्ण
निर्मानमोहितसङ्गदोष अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामः द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ता सुखदुःखसञ्जय गच्छन्तमूढा व्ययं तत् नात्तद्भासयते सूर्यो नाशशाको न पावकः यत् गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम
ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनःषष्ठानि इन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात्
हरे कृष्ण उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि मुञ्चानं वा गुणान्वितं
हरे
विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति
कृष्ण माताजी
Mataji from
short
8.
eighth माताजी Ninth,
Ninth
Shotram
Mataji.
Chakshus.
Oh, sorry, sir. श्रोत्रं चक्षुषस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः.
Hare Krishna, can you please mute Yubi Mataji, kindly go on mute. Hare Krishna.
Yes, next person can read.
यतन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्तात्मन्यवस्थितं यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानो नैनं पश्यन्त चेतसः यदादित्यगतं तेजो जगद्भासयतेऽखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकम्
गामविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यहम् ओजसा पुष्णामि चौषधी सर्वाः सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वनारो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहम् आश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्य अन्नं चतुर्विधम्
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तः स्मृतिज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदेह चाहम् द्वाविमौ पुरुषो लोके शरच्चाक्षरमेव च शरच्छर्वाणि भूतानि गुणस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते
उत्तमपुरुषत्वन्य परमात्मेति उदात्तः यो लोकत्रयम् अविश्य बिभर्त्यव्यय ईश्वरः यस्मात् अतितोऽहम् अक्षरात् अपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रथितपुरुषोत्तमः
यो मामेवमसम्मूढो जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद् मां सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदमुक्तं मया नघ एतद्बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृतश्च भारत हरि ओम तत्सत् इति भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुन संवादे पुरुषोत्तम योगो नाम पंचदशोऽध्यायः श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु हरि ओम थैंक यू प्रभु जी
Thank you, Mataji. Very well done. You all are like veteran singers of the shloka. Very nice. Okay. So next we have the Shri Hari Prabhu. So we have the story or the shloka. Okay. So what exactly do you do after this? Do you do the shloka or you do the story?
Prabhuji Krishna story, then Govardhana Dharam Vande,
Okay.
and then Tulsi Arti Prabhuji.
Acha ji, acha. Okay. So Yeah. And the story then. So today's story. Yeah. So it's chapter 42 from uh, Krishna book, and it's in Srimad Bhagavatam also the same thing. So how do you do it? Is it you? Should I share it on the screen and you read, or how is it?
Prabhuji, you just
Do
share the story narrate the story in short
Actually,
to all
okay,
of us. Yes.
okay, okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
All right, okay. So yeah, so this is the Krishna and Balrama. They were actually um, invited by Kamsa. He had actually sent Akrura to bring Krishna and Balrama. He had a very ill intentions to assassinate the two brothers at the sacrificial arena which he was hosting, the Dhanu Yagya sacrifice. So he had planned all this, and he sent Akrura. So Akrura took Krishna Balrama um, to Mathura, and so this is all because Kamsa. There was a prophecy that there will be, his nephew. There will be a nephew who would be who will take birth, and and he will be the reason for his death. And under the fear of that, so Kamsa had been worried, and he had imprisoned his sister and brother-in-law, and he had been killing their children. So now that he understood Krishna is there in Vrindavana, and he to invite him, he can be assassinated, he and Balrama. So this was his plan, and so he was hosting all this grand sacrificial festival, wrestling tournament, and various other festivities there. And his intention was to uh, have his champion wrestlers, um, challenge them, and then his elephant uh, would kill them actually. So that was his plan, and so that's why Akrura is actually a devotee, but because he's in Mathura, um, in Kamsa's royal order, so he had to do all this. Although he didn't want to do, he had actually warned Krishna and Balrama also about Kamsa's ill intent. So, so Krishna and Balrama actually accepted the invitation, and they went along with Akrura to Mathura, and then series of events followed. So when they reached there, the they actually went with an entourage. There were many bullock carts and all that, and Krishna's friends are also there. Friends and families were there. So Brajvasis were there, Nanda Baba and all that. They had actually traveled to Mathura. So on his when they reached, Krishna actually first he met Krishna Balrama. After they left the florist place, they actually came across a hunchback young woman, and she was carrying sandalwood pulp on the streets, and she's actually taking this to Kamsa, and she takes this every day. And seeing Krishna and Balrama is so beautiful, and Krishna is actually joking. Krishna is actually the supreme personality of Godhead, and he's actually joking with this woman. So that's the kind of mood when they went to Mathura. So it's a city where the royal order is there, royal family is there, king is there. So so when this woman sees Krishna, she actually sees he's very beautiful dark boy, and she informs that so and so she is working as a maid servant of Kamsa, and she's carrying this sandalwood bulb. Um, um, uh, so she's actually making advances, seeing that they are so beautiful. And Krishna and Balrama, Krishna also jokes with her and says that why are you, you can, why are you taking this for somebody else? you can offer this to me, and then you can be blessed, and that will be the right thing. And hearing this, um, this woman also, this hunchback woman also, she gives all the sandalwood pulp to Krishna Balrama. She actually applies on their body, and they're actually very beautiful already. And when she applies this, they even look more beautiful. Um, so, being pleased by this service, Krishna and Balrama, um, what Krishna does is he's actually very pleased with her service, and so this. And she had actually touched Krishna. And Krishna is actually Bhagwan himself. She touched Krishna, and with her own hand she applies sandalwood pulp. So she also became very beautiful young girl. The problem of this hunchback she had, Krishna actually fixed that. He stepped on her feet, and then he actually, um, whatever problem of hunchback she was having, he actually fixed that. Um, and there's a humor joking conversation going on. She's actually inviting them, to her place, and Krishna, and jokingly, along with his friends, he also says that, okay, I'll accept, but I've got some business to do later. Once I'm done that, I'll actually, um, visit you. That's what he says there. And so, because of serving Bhagwan, see what Lord Krishna actually fixed her hunchback problem, and made him into immediately made her into a very beautiful young woman, girl. So that is how it is. This is what the service to Bhagwan has. Um, she became qualified by that service. Her problem was solved. So, next, what Krishna and Balrama, they do is they actually go through this market, and then um, they're going through the streets and all that, and everybody who is actually seeing them on the streets, they are actually getting very captivated by their beauty. Um, Both men, women, they're actually very captivated, and so this is their first visit to Mathura, and citizens are actually awestruck. They think that this is some demigod which has entered our Mathura. So Krishna actually inquired, and then because he was there for the Dhanur Yajna, so he inquired from the citizens where this sacrifice is being held, and where Kamsa had arranged for the sacrifice. Um, this bow sacrifice, a big bow near the sacrificial altar, and finding that, he actually goes to that place. And it is said that this bow, when they reached there, this bow was actually very big and wonderful, and it actually resembled a rainbow in the sky. Um, and this bow was in the sacrificial arena. When they reached there, they see that this is how it is, and this was being protected by many watchmen and constables who were serving Kamsa under his order. They were doing this, and when Krishna and Balrama approached this bow, they were told by them, the guards, that they should not go near that. But Krishna ignored this warning, and he forcibly went up and immediately took that bow in his left hand. And after stringing the bow in the presence of the crowd which was assembled there, he drew it, and in one stroke he actually broke it at the middle into two parts. And it is said that it was exactly like as an elephant breaks a sugar cane in the field. Um, so everyone present there appreciated Krishna's power, and the sound of that bow cracking actually filled the sky and land, and this was heard by Kamsa and far off, many people. So when Kamsa heard this, what had happened, he was filled with fear. He began to fear for his life. This was like as if that warning which was forecasted, and that Bhavishwani which was actually broadcasted, was actually coming to take place. Um, so and then these watchmen who were there, the guards, they were there. On seeing this, they became very angry, and then they ran towards them with their weapons, shouting, "Arrest him, kill them!" So, and then Krishna and Balrama were surrounded. Um, when they understood that, they became angry, and taking up the bow, two pieces of the bow, they began to beat them. All of these Kamsa's caretakers, the guards who were assembled there, and so Kamsa again, when all this was going on, Kamsa again sent a group of people to assist these caretakers. And Krishna Balrama actually took care of them also, and then beat them and killed them. Um, and then Krishna actually walked further towards the sacrificial arena. Um, so sorry, Krishna could not actually proceed further into the sacrificial arena at the time, but then they left this place, and they went back to their camp after all this turmoil, and then they went around through the entire Mathura city with great delight, because they were with his friends, and they were there with their friends and families. So, wherever they went, the citizens of Mathura they were seeing their wonderful activities they were doing, very delightful, and they're seeing their prowess, and the word was spreading now, what they had done, and everybody was considering that they were so astonished, and so beautiful. The general public was so astonished, hearing their glories, what they had done, and they thought that they are actually some demigods. The two brothers have come here, and they are strolling through the streets, and they're not bothered about law and order of Kamsa. They did not fear Kamsa, and um, so so then Krishna returned to the camp after all this, and then they were taken care by their servants, who actually washed their feet and gave them, seated them, and then offered them milk and dishes, and that is how it was. And then it was all peaceful there, and then they took the rest there. But after this incident, what was happening was Kamsa was very worried, that his guards were killed, bow was broken, um, and that Bhavishyavani, the forecast, was coming to end. It was going to happen, and there were things. He was seeing some omens and some things happening with his body. So he could understand that the power of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and then that the eighth son of Devaki had appeared for sure, and that his death was imminent, as the forecast the Bhavishwani made. And he was thinking of all this, and he was very restless throughout the entire night, and he was getting these inauspicious visions. Um, um, and they were actually, this Krishna Balrama had reached, and this they were like the messengers of death. um and he was couldn't sleep, and in his dreams he kept on waking again, when he was seeing these omens. Like, for example, he looked in the mirror, he could not see his head, whereas his head was actually present there, and he saw the luminaries in the sky, not one, but he was seeing it as double. um, and um, and he was seeing holes in his shadow. um, Kamsa was seeing holes in his shadow, and and he was hearing this buzzing sound in his ears. So, and when he saw the trees, it appeared that to be made of gold, and he was not able to see his own footprints in dirt or muddy clay. So, in dreams, he saw various kinds of ghosts, uh, and being um, in a carriage carried by a donkey. So all these things he was seeing, and in dream he also saw that somebody gave him poison, and he was drinking that poison, and that he was going around naked with garland of flowers. Um, so all these things, omens he was seeing, and he was very worried. So these were like signs of death. These are the omens, and he was in great anxiety. He couldn't sleep the entire night. Um, so and then there was so as the day came to close, um, and the wrestling match was arranged and being taken care, and then the celebration started. The flags and festoons and flowers and announcement of the match and drums being beaten, and so in the entire arena the platform was very beautiful, well decorated, and the seating arrangement was very well done. The kings and brahmanas and kshatriyas, all the guests and all that was very well taken care. But he could sense that um, he was sitting there with all his governing executive heads, but he knew that in his heart he was having this palpitation of fear of death. Um, that forecast is going to take place. Death is very near for him. Um, so yeah, so death is does not forgive anyone. It is very cruel. So he will not be pardoned. So he could understand all that. Um, and so the wrestlers he had arranged there, who were very expert, very famous, this Chanura, Mustika, Shala, Kuta, and Toshala, they were there. They were well decorated, and they were very famous for the wrestling. Um, they were very well known for that. And then there was music being played, um, and all the coward men who had come from Vrindavana, headed by Nanda Maharaja, were also welcomed by Kamsa, and they had brought milk for ruler Kamsa, and um, they to give it to Kamsa, and they presented it to Kamsa, and they took their respective seats in this arena, um, wrestling arena, where whatever the seating arrangement was done. So that is how it is, and this was the episode. So now Kamsa could sense that his death is near. He cannot escape because death is very brutal, and his guards were already beaten, and these two children were not or very ordinary, and that's for sure. So it was going to take place, and then he had these omens, so he was in anxiety. So next would be the match, and we'll see tomorrow what story is arranged. So thank you, Pravri Matajis. So we'll move on to the next event. Um, so anybody has any question? Sri Hari Prabhu, can you share that shloka and thing?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Prabhu, thanks. Thank you. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. You can tell the devotees to read this. 11 times 3 devotees.
Okay. So so 3 devotees each can read it 11 times. So that will make it 33 as per the required rule. So anybody who would like to start? First 11?
Hare Krishna, may I start?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay. गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवमीशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवमीशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवमीशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवमीशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवमीशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवमीशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवमीशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवमीशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवमीशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवमीशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे
Thank you, Mataji. It's 11 times, right?
Yeah, I'm counting on my fingers.
Oh, okay. Is it?
Yes.
Is it 11 now?
No, I'm doing the 10th Vande Navaghana.
Okay, all right.
Was I wrong, Prabhuji?
No, never mind. You can do 2 more. That's okay.
वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं. This is the 11th one. गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवमीशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes, ma, please. Thank you.
गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणां गोकुलोत्सवमीशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवमीशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणां गोकुलोत्सवमीशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणां गोकुलोत्सवमीशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणां गोकुलोत्सवमीशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणां गोकुलोत्सवमीशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणां गोकुलोत्सवमीशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणां गोकुलोत्सवमीशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं
पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणां गोकुलोत्सवमीशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणां गोकुलोत्सवमीशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणां गोकुलोत्सवमीशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधारं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणां गोकुलोत्सवमीशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमम्. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Anybody would like to try the next 11?
Hare Krishna, shall I, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you.
Yeah. Govardhanaram Vande Gopalam Goparupinam Gokulosam Ishanam Govindam Gopika Priyam Vande Navaganashyamam Dibujam Muralidharam Pitambardharam Devam Sharadam Purushottamam Govardhanadharam Vande Gopalam Goparupinam Gokulosam Ishanam Govindam Gopika Priyam Vande Navaganashyamam Dibujam Muralidharam Pitambardharam Devam Sharadam Purushottamam गोवर्धनधरं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवम् ईशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधरं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवम् ईशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधरं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवम् ईशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधरं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवम् ईशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधरं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवम् ईशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधरं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवम् ईशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधरं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवम् ईशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधरं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवम् ईशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं गोवर्धनधरं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवम् ईशानां गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं वन्दे नवघनश्यामं द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं पीताम्बरधरं देवं शरदं पुरुषोत्तमं हरे कृष्णा थैंक यू प्रभुजी
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, everyone. So now I think we have Tulsi Aarti. Anybody would like
Hare
to?
Krishna devotees, yeah, yes, Prabhuji, we can ask
Yeah.
any devotees ready for
Yeah.
Tulsi Aarti, or they can at least show darshan, if they can show darshan of their altar, or Tulsi Aarti at least. Tulsi Aarti ready, great, otherwise darshan.
Okay, okay. Yeah, as you're practicing, if you have anybody would like to sing Tulsi Aarti? Okay.
I think Sumantra Mataji is showing.
Mataji
Kindly
is showing. Okay,
spotlight okay. Mataji.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah. I think not audible, right?
You can spotlight Sumantra Mataji.
Yeah. Done that. It's not audible actually.
Mataji is.
Sorry?
Hare Krishna. Can you see the deities now? No.
No, we are seeing you.
1 second.
Yeah.
Shambhaya, 1 minute. I did put the.
I think you have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we are able to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna. So these the altars, I haven't yet decorated them. So, but I'm sure these are the saligrams.
Little blur, Mataji. The thing is, video now it's coming as blurred. Maybe you have to turn off that virtual background on Zoom.
Oh, I don't know what to do. Probably.
Okay.
Shambhaya,
No
कैसे
problem.
दिखाते हैं? देखना जरा.
It's okay. Show like that only. It's little blurred, but
better?
okay.
Is it
Go
better?
little closer. Go little closer. It's blurred.
It's better now.
Not so better, but
मेरे phone पे कर दे, please.
it's actually blurred. We can see the shape, but we can't see very clearly. We can see Shaligram. We can see Shaligram.
Okay.
थोड़ा इसमें क्या ब्लर निकाल सकते हैं इसमें ब्लर जूम का ब्लर
ब्राइट नहीं होता अच्छा
इस जूम में ब्लर बैकग्राउंड वर्चुअल बैकग्राउंड निकालना है
बैकग्राउंड है these are the saligrams. Now you can see them from
saligram.
Yeah, we are able to.
And these are the saligrams.
Jai
Jagannath deities I have.
Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra Maya ki Jai.
Radha Madan Mohan, the main deity.
Radha Madan Mohan ki Jai.
And the Moola saligram. And another Kshetra of saligram ji I have.
I was just, can you spot later?
Okay.
And these are the deities. I mean, I haven't yet done the tilak and the flowers because Prabhu had to go to the temple this morning. I was alone. So, Nitai Gaur.
Jai.
And this is Krishna Sudarshan. These are my father's deities. They are 56 years old. And Pratishtha Kumara. And you don't usually find this sort of a deity anywhere. This is very, very old. It's an ancient deity. My father is worshipping this from last 70 years. So, and this is the Guru Parampara. And I do the Tulsi Aarti now. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. So, Vishnu Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavati Namo Nama Vrindai Tulsi Deva.
We are not able to see Mataji, sorry.
Aribol Jara Shambhaya.
Can somebody hold the mobile phone?
Your mobile Jara hold for Shambhaya. नहीं बात नहीं पकड़ ले वृंदाय तुलसी देवाय प्रियाय केशव विष्णु भक्ति प्रदे देवी सत्यवती नमो नमः वृंदाय तुलसी देवाय प्रियाय केशव विष्णु भक्ति प्रदे देवी सत्यवती नमो नमः वृंदाय तुलसी देवाय प्रियाय केशव विष्णु भक्ति प्रदे देवी सत्यवती नमो नमः नमो नमः गुलाबी कृष्ण प्रियासी नमो नमः राधा कृष्ण सेवा पाओ यही अभिलाषी नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रियसी जो तुम्हारा शरण ले कारण वंशा पूर्ण हो कृपा करी पर तारा वृंदावन पासी नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रियसी मोर यही अभिलाषी सिंह बस नन्वे हरे सदा जुगल रूपनासी नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रियसी योगी रक्षति सती अनुराग सेवा गुटारा जुना करो निज जानती नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रियसी दीन कृष्ण दास तेरे यही नमो नमः गोविंद प्रेम शतर दिन बासी जय तुलसी महारानी जय देवी देवी जय तुलसी महारानी जय देवी देवी ज्ञानी कानी चापा पानी ब्रह्मत्यादि कानी चा तानी तानी प्रायण शक्ति प्रदक्षिणा पदे पदे ज्ञानी कानी चापा पानी ब्रह्मत्यादि कानी तानी तानी प्रदक्षिणा पदे जय तुलसी महारानी जय वृंदे देवी जय तुलसी महारानी जय वृंदे देवी तुलसी महारानी की Yeah. The great yeah. Yani kani chapapani brahmatyadi kani cha tani tani pradeshna pade pade. Vindamata Hare Krishna. So we do 4 rounds for Guru Maharaj, and the rest you can do it circumambulate 4 times, and we do 4 rounds for Guru Maharaj. The rest, as many as you want, you could do the circumambulation of Tulsi Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Sorry, Prabhu, I'm not good at all this showing. Thank you for giving me a chance. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, very wonderful. Thank you so much for showing the darshan.
Thank you, Mataji. Haribol.
Thank you, Prabhu. Haribol.
Thank you for the Tulsi Puja also.
No, Prabhu, thank you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. Prabhuji, this particular Saligramji, I got this from one of this one. This is this Saligramji, the one I'm focusing on. This is Narsimdem Saligramji, and one of the Vrijivasi from Vinod Kund gave it to us. And I gave this to Maharaj to worship, and Maharaj gave it back, and he said it was that he could not, do the worship because he thought it was too ferocious or something. And then it came back to me, so I've been worshipping them. This is supposed to be a very ancient this thing, because when that Brijvasi gave it to me, he told me, "Beta, tum iska seva karoge na, to hi leke jana." So Prabhuji, this is a very rare thing. Thank you.
Jai Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. I've
Thank you.
read the Shastras. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Mataji. So wonderful. So many Shaligram are there. It's like Kshetra, no? Your house is like Kshetra.
I have a full Kshetra, and it, my Prabhu takes, and I also do the full Kshetra. I have all shapes, and they're very. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Great. Jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for the opportunity, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. God bless.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I have one doubt. I mean, just my inquisitive. What is this Shaligrama worship, Prabhu?
Prabhu, Shaligram Shila is non-different from Krishna. You see, we cannot see Paramatma. Super soul we cannot see. Yes. But imagine super soul, if you can see super soul. That is only Shaligram Shila.
Oh, okay.
It is so powerful. It's Krishna. It's just Krishna.
Okay.
So powerful. It comes from the Gandaki river. So it's Shaligram is. I've read in the Shastras that it is so powerful. It is more powerful than 1 crore Shivlinga. That is 1 Shaligram is powerful than 1 crore Shivlinga.
Okay. Okay, Prabhu.
Imagine one is so powerful. Mataji is having so many. It's great.
So how do you worship that? Is it a normal way, or you have some special
There's
way
a procedure. There's a normal procedure only. There's a normal procedure to worship.
Okay.
There's some, you have to learn that procedure. And we have to take very carefully. We should take care of that Shaligram very carefully. And should be doing worship regularly like that.
Okay. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Pranam. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Prabhuji, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. Pranams to everybody. Thank you for the opportunity, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. One fine day, maybe we will all get the blessing of visiting your altar. Please give us that.
Anytime you can come, Mataji. The Lordships are open for everybody. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Pranam.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear me, Prabhu?
Yes, yes.
And is my video on? Because I'm unable to.
Video, I'm not able to see you, Prabhu.
Maybe his PC was on for quite some time. Maybe I'll have to restart it. So I join again after a while.
Yes, Prabhuji, we left it. I think you'll have to rejoin it. I think the video is continued from the previous session.
Correct. Okay. Thank you. I'm rejoining.
Okay, Prabhu. Thanks.